Hello, you're watching a review of the Disney Dream from Disney Cruise Line, newly reimagined with Star Wars and the Muppets, among so many other great things. Of course, as always, we'd like to welcome you to Popular Cruising, and for the first time ever, our co-presenter and home to my regular written cruise posts, Travel Pulse. Disney's ceaseless attention to detail is everywhere, and is first evident in the staterooms. And we absolutely loved our cabin number 5160, a deluxe family ocean view stateroom with veranda, no less. A spacious room with plenty of storage, perfect for families or couples. And aforementioned details like premium crown molding, coat hooks, and themed lampshades featuring the fleet are fantastic. The vintage nautical decor is just superb, from the bed to the couch and everything in between, including a privacy curtain that can be conveniently drawn across. Other nice touches include the complimentary use of portable wave phones on board and ashore at Castaway Cay. Of course, these days with smartphones, the free messaging app is even more useful. Still, the best feature of cabins forward and aft on Deck 5 are the oversized verandas, taking advantage of the ship's full hull width here with extra length. And another signature feature of Disney cabins are split bathrooms, great for families getting ready at the same time, with the sink and toilet in the first compartment, and another sink and shower tub combo in the other. Some configurations even feature an enlarged, rounded tub shower combo, complete with a luxurious rain shower head. If you upgrade to concierge level accommodations, you'll get exclusive access to the concierge private sun deck. And with the Muppets now on board, Pepe the King Prawn even has his own cabin that you can call.
Hola, you have reached Pepe the King Prawn. If you are looking for a clue, I'm sorry, okay? I'm clueless. But to hear Pepe's joke of the day, press 1.
Of course, you'll just have to come on board yourself to hear that joke. Pepe and the Muppets collectively get in on the fun with the Midship Detective Agency game, a collection of scavenger hunts that creatively interacts with you utilizing the enchanted art on board.
This is coming along perfectly. I get rid
Mickey!
of that desk.
Hey, Mickey, where are... Pepe, what are you doing in Mickey's office? I have an important case. How about you? Can you help us?
And help them you can, using a special decoder card and map, gathering clues throughout the ship. It's truly a fun experience with many variations for repeated play. Unlike other cruise ships, Disney's fleet does not include a casino, instead using the extra space for expanded kids facilities that were recently just enhanced with some of Disney's most popular franchises and technologies. Can you say Star Wars? Coinciding perfectly with the Force Awakens juggernaut film is Star Wars Millennium Falcon on board. The expertly recreated starship even features footage from the new Star Tours ride from the theme parks, like pod races and several other scenes. The ship faithfully reproduces several cinematic details, from the various sounds and lighting, to Luke's lightsaber training remote. Even R2-D2 comes along for the ride. And the sounds of a Wookiee or two. Interactivity, gaming, iconic props, and set designs abound. So describes Imagineer Danny Hankey.
Where Han Solo and Leia first kiss on the Millennium Falcon. And he's working, and then he turns around, and they chat, and then he kisses her. Force position. Now let's move it. Over to the left. To the right. Let's do it to the left hand just for fun. And center it.
Well! Looks like we've caught up with some of the members of the rebellion.
Rebellion. We're just showing off our new kids' spaces.
This looks like a rebel ship to me, and as we all know, working for the rebellion makes you an enemy of the Empire. Troopers, arrest them.
You're coming with us.
You can't do that.
I can, and I will.
All right, guys. Looks like we're going to need to use the Force. You guys remember? We have to get in our ready position. Force position.
The Force. The Empire has no need for ancient Jedi magic tricks. Troopers, arrest them.
Force push. Oh. All right, guys. Again. Force push. Okay, we need to use a Jedi mind trick. Everyone has to repeat it with me. This is not the place you're looking for, okay?
I'll handle this myself.
This is not the place you're looking for.
This is not the place we are looking for.
Move along and don't bother us again.
Troopers, move along. We don't need to bother them anymore.
Return to Lord Vader and tell him there's nothing of
concern here. Troopers, we shall return to Lord Vader and let him know we have found nothing of concern. But first, the buffet. Troopers!
Suffice it to say, kids and kids at heart, yours truly included, love this area. And there's plenty of fun beyond Star Wars with the Disney Infinity Room. Here children can play all available figures in the gaming system, and even an awesome life-size variation. One that I even virtually suited up for. It's a really neat effect, and indeed a workout too. I might even go to the gym more if they had this, especially if you're a Tron fan like I am. Way to go, Donald and Sam Flynn. Of course, as fun as video games are, there are still plenty of traditional favorites to be had in the kids' facilities. Like the home of Tinkerbell at Pixie Hollow, or the life-size toys of Andy's room. In between Disney's Oceaneer Club and Oceaneer Lab is a cool children's dining hall. And the adjacent lab is full of even more experiences, including a second interactive play floor. Another is in Disney's Oceaneer Club. New here is an interactive Playmation area. There are also still plenty of former game stations and new tablet computers, among tried and true arts and crafts. Even the littlest ones have their own space on board at It's a Small World Nursery. An appropriately colorful space in full Mary Blair style, complete with a boat. Normally we'd say ship, but let's face it, that's a boat. As kids grow up to be tweens, they get Edge all to themselves. A really cool observation lounge of sorts with an awesome dance floor. But when it comes to prime real estate on board, teens get the best space at Vibe. And on the secret entrance off the promenade deck leads to this cool lounge, with its own juice bar and recessed music listening stations. There's even a whole separate gaming room, and the piece de resistance is a private pool deck nestled in the ship's bow. Other family aquatic fun can be had at Mickey's and Donald's pools under Funnel Vision, a jumbotron that screens Disney favorites by day and by night. And you just may notice a very unique water slide traversing the upper decks called the Aqueduct. Let's now take a ride. With a view and thrills like none other. I mean, how cool is a translucent aqua coaster at sea? One that even tells a humorous story of Donald and his mischievous nephews. And for the less daring, there's still the fun Mickey slide for youngsters. But the Aqueduct still remains my all-time favorite. Who else is ready to get right back in line with me? And as a quick tip for shorter queues, try riding the Aqueduct on a port day when there are less people on board. And if you're wondering what happened to Donald, you might just find him here, along with where his hat landed at the new funnel puddle. And if that wasn't enough, there's even more water fun to be had at Nemo's Reef, where you'll find some of the clownfish's best friends. Besides just basketball, Goofy's Sports Deck is where you'll find a 9-hole miniature golf course, where both Goofy and Max have lined up their latest and greatest shots. And let's just say Goofy's aren't the most direct routes. For a ship geared primarily towards families, there are still plenty of areas just for adults to unwind, such as the new Satellite Falls Splash Pool and the secluded Quiet Cove Pool. Wave hello to my fiancée as we take a quick dip. Perched above is an often overlooked sanctuary called Outlook. A small observation lounge perfect for an escape or even a wedding ceremony. But for sheer relaxation, the place to be is the Senses Spa and Salon. I'm not much of a spa guy, but even I enjoyed the recliners and scenic jacuzzis of the Rainforest Room. And the several aromatherapy showers were absolutely sublime. Heading back downstairs, the central glass-enclosed elevators continue the playful narratives that Disney is most known for. Here is where you'll find the friendly guest services desk, as well as one dramatic atrium, dressed here during Halloween. Just be sure to salute Admiral Donald as you pass through. D-Lounge is the hub for all sorts of family activities, from game shows to departing for port adventures. But always a favorite activity are character meet and greets. There's no better place to gather with all your favorites than at sea. And thankfully the lines to do so are usually shorter than they are in the parks. And when you're ready to buy your photos, Shutters makes it easy to look through your very own binder of prints, or have them printed on demand from excellent digital kiosks. For shopping of a different sort, the Vista Gallery sells Disney fine art, including awesome Star Wars pieces specific to the Disney Cruise Line. And yes, I'm happy to say I did pick up one myself. Just next door is the new Disney Vacation Planning Center, taking the future cruise sales desk to a whole new level of convenience. And there are plenty of other retail opportunities as well, with your usual Disney Cruise Line logo items and collectibles, and a whole bunch of awesome co-branded Star Wars merchandise. That has expanded my own wardrobe collection, as I'm sure it will yours. It's all in celebration of the franchise now being at sea. Also new to the Disney Dream from the Disney Fantasy is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, a fun makeover experience for princesses, princes, and pirates. And of course, one other thing worth buying on board are port adventures for journeys ashore. Like those at Castaway Cay, Disney Cruise Line's pristine private island. I've been to the island now on several occasions, and every time is a treat, especially now with Olaf's new summertime freeze bar. This last trip was the first time I ever went snorkeling on the island, and it was a blast. Discovering all the colorful tropical fish and mysterious underwater relics, one of which I was particularly keen to find. And here it is, one of the original submarine ride vehicles from the former 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction at the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. You can even see the stairs where visitors to Vulcania once boarded, making me ponder whether or not this is a vehicle that I once rode when it was still in operation. Gone now are the sub's once iconic spiny ornamentations, but you can still see where they and the cockpit were once attached. And it's really remarkable to note just how long these were. And at least the tail fin is still in place. Now all where the fishes swim. I really do miss that ride and gazing out of these portholes at the artificial scenery. Although at least it can live on to some degree here, as it now discovers the real ocean, filled with all sorts of character and ever-fascinating wrecks. And Castaway Cay always provides a beautiful photo op of your Disney ship out on the horizon. Once back on board, there are plenty of dining options to whet your appetites, starting with a pre-dinner drink at the wonderfully Art Deco Bon Voyage bar, and then moving to the ship's trio of rotational main dining rooms. Like Royal Palace, where your tablemates and servers cycle to a different restaurant each evening, always keeping the theme and cuisine fresh. Like succulent appetizers, premium chilled seafoods, perfectly cooked to order steaks, and don't tell Donald, but even tasty duck. And sweet soufflés and creme brulees are always a great send-off. Leaving the Royal Palace to go downstairs is another of the rotational dining rooms. Past one of the midship detective agency kiosks is Enchanted Garden, a dining room themed to the gardens of Versailles, and also another buffet location, featuring even more premium crab and shrimp. The last of the 3 main dining rooms is my personal favorite, Animator's Palette. I mean, where else can you talk with Crush from Finding Nemo during dinner time? And the food is equally exciting, like black truffle persets, tasty flatbreads and antipasto, and mouth-watering fish dishes like smoked salmon, and a sizable portion of grilled tuna. I also love how Disney offers dessert samplers for a taste of everything, or just a good old-fashioned sundae. And for other relaxing snacks and coffee throughout the day, the Vista Cafe is the place to be. Of course, with families, the Cabanas Buffet is always a great option. With so many stations and options, it has to be sped up. Oh, and on Pirate Night, there are even all-you-can-eat turkey legs. Just watch out for the seagulls above. Mine, 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 mine. Outside, there are even more options at Flo's Cafe. For deli items, grill specialties, and a pizzeria. And on the other side, you can get frozen drinks and complimentary soft-serve ice creams. But for a small, premium cost, we highly recommend checking out Vanellope's Sweets and Treats. This new Wreck-It Ralph-themed venue appropriately replaces the former video arcade, with seriously good ice creams, gelatos, and candies that can be combined for even better sundaes. Even these bonus treats are beyond tempting. And be sure to keep an eye out for this humorous bundle of joy.
Hey, do you see your favorite racer on the leaderboard? I'm so happy for you.
Oh, and that amazing Finnish sundae can come in an awesome takeaway go-kart bowl. Also new on the Disney Dream is the Senses Juice Bar at the Senses Spa and Salon for tasty and healthy smoothies with the scenic view. And the video menus are sure cool too. And for other drinks out on deck, there's the Waves Bar, a space that's configured differently on the Disney Fantasy as the Aqua Lab. That would be cool to see here as well. And those maintenance pros are the reason why the ship is looking so beautiful. Just for adults is the handsome Cove Cafe, a poolside but indoor coffee bar, and a perfect place for a social gathering or independent respite. And just outside is the nearly swim-up Cove Bar, complete with awesome chill misters. Overlooking it from above is the Final Currents Deck Bar. Also just for adults is a specialty dining district. And nestled in between a pair of restaurants is the Meridian Bar, a delightful vintage travel-themed venue with great views and side deck spaces, where you could enjoy a bottle of John Lasseter's wine, or enjoy it with a meal at Remy with a little guy in crystal form looking over you. Both the space and meals are equally elegant. The best area is the Gusteau room, modeled after the restaurant in Ratatouille. And across the way is the Italian Palo, originally designed as an homage to the birthplace of the first 2 Disney ships. Delectable dishes here include fresh antipasto, classic caprese salad, crispy fried calamari, a wonderful lobster pasta, mouth-watering osso buco, and an excellent chocolate souffle. There is even an adults-only area for entertainment called the District, a space I really like overall except for the tacky paparazzi-like silhouettes. In fact, I think I prefer this District Lounge area over the equivalent on the newer Disney Fantasy. The whole Starry Night bar motif really works. And the individual bathrooms are really cool. As for Evolution, the decor and furnishings miss the boat in my opinion. But all is not lost, as the Skyline Lounge is one of my favorite venues on any cruise ship. Although it's not quite as large as the one on the Disney Fantasy, the high-resolution animated cityscapes make this a sure winner. Another favorite of mine and my fiance's was the Pink Wine and Champagne Bar, newly enhanced with a fresh menu and decor. Here the drinks and the stemware are equally fascinating. And my favorite champagne cocktail is this concoction featuring Coca-Cola of all things. As a total gearhead, I love Pub 687. Not as a sports bar, but for featuring the fascinating construction process of the Disney Dream at the Meyer Wharf Shipyard in Germany. As for featured family entertainment, the blockbuster production shows are housed in the Walt Disney Theater. Fantastic musicals that pull at the heartstrings to make you both cry and laugh. And here featuring pre-show violin entertainment. Also unique to Disney is the screening of their first-run films and catalog of classic movies, shown in 2D and 3D in the Buena Vista Theater. Oh, and of course there's Disney Cruise Line's Pirates in the Caribbean Fireworks Deck Party, recently regaining the title of the only such display at sea, in a sampler that speaks for itself. And for a final passing shot, here we are back at the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, where if you're lucky you might trigger the only remaining playback of the original Star Tours film. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel, watch our other Disney Cruise Line reviews, and visit popularcruising.com and travelpulse.com.